What's up, people? This is Evan Shank with ES Fitness, your fitness advice guy and online personal trainer. Today, I've got a topic for us that is really simple. It's not that difficult. People make this more difficult than it needs to be, and that is, how do I have an effective ab workout? Number one, it doesn't matter what your abs look like, what they can do, or how strong they are, or whatever, if you've got fat over them. If you want to see your abs, you got to cut down the fat. Check out my other videos if you want to learn how to do that. This is not the video where we talk about that. But within your ab routine, how do you make it effective so that you're sore, so that you really walk away and feel like, man, that was good? A lot of people try out different exercises and they find one that works for them, and great. But with my clients, I can take the most simple ab exercises, the basic crunch, and make it completely kill them for the next 4 days afterwards where they're sore. I actually just got back from working with a client, and I had her in a boot camp class that I had several days back, and she's still sore through her obliques. And all I had them doing was standing up and holding like 3-pound dumbbells, crunching down this way and extending over this way and holding. And then I'd have them tighten this up before they even started moving, and then this side of the obliques and this side would fight each other over this way, okay? Getting a good stretch, but still flexing really tight. The biggest, and I mean, she's crazy sore still. And she was like, I had no idea that I could do that. The biggest thing was I was the whole entire time preaching mind-muscle connection. You need to be able to mentally feel those muscles flexing. That's something that takes time, all right? You've got to have effort, and you've got to be consistent for you to get any type of results with anything in the world, especially in your fitness, okay? So with this one, mind-muscle connection, it does not happen overnight, but it can happen quickly if you put some effort into it. So pretty much, when I tell them to do certain things, using that exercise as an example, I told them if they need to, close your eyes, feel your rib cage and those muscles around there stretching out as you're going over. Crunch down really hard. Don't just go through the motions and stick your hand over your head and lean. Okay? Yes, those muscles are activated, but if you want to over-activate them so that you are actually doing something productive for them, so that they come back better, stronger, more cut, more toned, whatever, you've got to consciously flex as tight as possible. Okay, so that's trick one with your abs. You want to flex as tight as possible through having a mind-muscle connection. Tip number two, which works together synonymously with tip number one, is breathing. Okay, you want, when you're doing the work, when you're flexing the abs, if you're doing a crunch and you're coming up, if you're doing a knee raise and you're tucking that knee in, on that motion where the abs are crunching in, when they're flexing, you want to exhale all of the air out of your lungs, okay? If there's air in your lungs, it's kind of fighting your abs from being able to contract as much as possible because it's down underneath your abdomen wall and it's pushing it out. And so when you try to flex and tighten it all in, it can't because you're holding your breath, and so you're there's almost just like this internal pressure, like your lungs are pushing this way and your abs are trying to crunch this way. If you exhale, your abs are going to be able to take over and get a full contraction. Now, I don't know if that makes sense with that example, but basically just remember, full exhale. Think of breathing out from the bottom of your lungs. Get all of that air out, okay? That's really going to help you get a full flex. And squeeze tight. You don't have to move fast through ab exercises. Most of the time when I do my routines, like say I put together a four exercise ab circuit, maybe 3 of those exercises are slow, methodical, controlled movements, and then I might have one that's a little quicker so that I can bump my heart rate up, or for whatever. But really, guys, it's simple. You can take some of the easiest exercises, or the simplest, most basic, most primal exercises, and get amazing results, okay? So just make sure you connect to what you're doing, flex it as tight as possible, and the best way to do that is exhaling fully and focus on what you're doing. All right, guys, if you have any other questions regarding abs or anything fitness, nutrition, make sure you check out the links in the description below. I am the owner and founder of my company, ES Fitness, and this is what we do. We help people in person, online, any way that we can be there to make sure that we are sifting you through the bad information of the world to get you results. Because if you're in there busting your butt, make it do something for you. And that's what I'm here to help you do. Efficient, effective results. That's what we're about. All right, guys. Until next time, take care of yourself. Peace.